Hello, Greg Fuesler here with AFCO Racing Products and Dynatech Exhaust. Glad to be here at the MPMC. I want to elaborate a little bit on what our customers are demanding out of us and most of the manufacturers. There's a lot of things that customers want today that are so much different in the fact that, 10 to 15, 20 years ago, you could produce a product and maybe it required a little bit of fabrication that was okay. And today that's not what they're looking for. They're looking for a piece that is a direct fit bolt-in, fits like OEM, but produces better than OEM, produces better horsepower, better benefits, things like that. AFCO, they're an engineering-based manufacturing company, Dynatech being the same. We work together. The things that we produce, we want to do all those things. We want them to fit like stock. We want them to be easy to install. It has to fit perfect every time. It has to have good color instructions. All those things are what we have. One of the AFCO lines is our cooling products. As I mentioned earlier, you take a 69 Camaro or a 70 Chevelle or whatever it is, these folks don't want something that you have to drill holes for to mount anymore. These cars are high dollar cars. You're seeing them on Barrett-Jackson. You're seeing some of them sell up to $500,000. So they're not going to take a car like that and drill a bunch of holes to mount a radiator. It has to be able to fit perfectly in the perfect spot. They don't want to weld on it, they don't want to cut on it, they don't want to make brackets. We understand all that, so when you bolt it down, it does fit like the factory piece. However, it performs much better to the degree that a lot of our muscle car radiators, you can use a factory fan shroud if you want. Here's a good example of what we offer for the Mustang Shelby GT500. It's a double pass, dual fan heat exchanger for this Shelby GT500 Mustang. The heat exchanger, obviously cools the air before it goes into the engine. The cooler you keep that air and keep it from heating up, the more horsepower you make. The factory heat exchanger that is offered does a pretty good job of keeping it cool until it runs for a half an hour or 45 minutes. You need something that's going to cool beyond that. So we came out with this piece. So part number 80280 Pro is what we call it. It's a dual fan heat exchanger, like I said, for the Shelby GT500. We were able to upgrade that piece to be 85% more cooling surface than the factory piece. When the customer purchases it, everything's in the box. The wiring harness, which is plug and play, the hoses, the mounting to everything, and it bolts right in. We also offer that in the satin finish, or a lot of guys are liking this stealth finish now. So the stealth finish, I do want to mention also, most people just paint it flat black. This is a proprietary coating that we use in-house that actually dissipates the heat better than bare aluminum. So you kind of get a win-win out of it. You get the cool look, plus it dissipates the heat a lot better. When we look at some of the other products that AFCO offers, AFCO has always been known for their shocks and their radiators. That's a big deal. We do the radiators very well. We're very proud of what we do. We have a great product line to offer for the new and for the old. When we get into the shocks and suspension and now struts, that's another big issue in today's cars. You're seeing a lot of those. I'll start off with the shocks first. We have the small body shock. As you can see, this is small body, this is a big body. Some of the applications require a smaller packaging. There's just not as much room to do it. So what you have is you need a smaller body shock to do the job. This is our small body bulb shock. It has a gas bulb in here, so you can get the benefits of a nitrogen charged shock, but also get the full area here for your piston. So that's one of our small bodies with the gas charge. Next we'll go to this piece here. This is really something that's come on really strong in the past few years. Pro touring market is really strong on this. We're seeing this in the oval track. We're seeing a lot in the drag racing as well. It's really come on strong. And what this is it's a shock. It's a monotube style, so it has a large piston. Has a larger gas canister out here with a bulb inside it. You'll see this mounted, aside from the shock, on the frame rail, different areas and stuff like that. This thing is so unique that when it really started hitting the pro touring circuit, the performance of the shock sold a lot of them and still continues to. The appearance of the shock almost sells as many. Every once in a while I'll get a customer call and say, can you just give me a canister on it, but don't put anything in it. So it's that sexy look that adds to it as well. We're seeing a lot of this. This is our canister style, and it's a very popular piece. This piece right here is our standard double adjustable shock. You can see it's adjustable compression and rebound, or rebound and compression, I'm sorry. This one here is double adjustable as well. It's got the adjustment knob here and here, whereas this one's single adjustable. So we offer those in all three of those lines. We have non-adjustable, rebound adjustable, and rebound and compression adjustable. Of course, all three of these, I didn't put what we call the coilover kit on it, but they're also ride height adjustable. So when you bolt this shock on, you can do some ride height. With all of our AFCO aluminum shocks, they're completely rebuildable, revalvable. So if you get a shock and you're drag racing it or what have you, or autocrossing it, you want a little valve change, it's not a problem. We can take it apart and revalve it. So those are some really big hits right now. They've been going on strong. AFCO has been blessed with the opportunity to service a number of different customers out there. We have everything from the oval track customer that he's going to replace parts quite often. We have the drag racing customer that it has to perform excellent, it also has to look great. We have the street performance customer that it must fit like a factory piece but perform much better. All three of those have different characteristics. The thing we're seeing about the street performance and the drag race is that the requirements are always ratcheting up. They're always wanting something new. That's the biggest thing we see with our customers. They're looking for the latest, greatest piece out there, but also the requirements are much higher in the fact that they're not fabricators. They want pieces that bolt on, and I feel that we do a great job of servicing those customers.